For this video, I'm going to be making a how-to video, a tutorial about digital sketching for beginners like me. And for this tutorial, what I'm gonna be using is a Wacom Intuos tablet and of course a PC. So let's get started. So right now I switched to my webcam because it's much more convenient to record and it's easier to record the screen and in here in the PC. So for this tutorial, since Photoshop is really overrated in the aspect of digital art, so what I'm gonna be using today is an app called Medibang, which is a very underrated digital art app, and it's really useful talaga. It's an undiscovered masterpiece. So yeah. So I got my pen tab here, and let's just select any size of a paper. It won't be that necessary to select a specific size of paper because this is just a tutorial. Just a reminder I'm just sharing ideas and information according to my experience and own preferences. I'm not an expert or anything. I'm just someone who really loves drawing, traditionally or digitally. Now for this character designer tutorial, I'm gonna divide it in 4 sections, which is the pattern, the raw sketch, and detailing. In this tutorial, I'm gonna draw a full body female. So for the head, the patterns that I use are mostly shapes. So for this part, it doesn't matter if your drawing is really good because it's just patterns naman eh. We'll start with a circle. It's not necessary to be a perfect circle. This is gonna be the top of our head. So this middle line that I'm drawing is going to serve as the middle part of our face. And then I'm gonna divide it in how many sections is these? In 4 lines, gonna be the eyebrow. 5 lines, I mean. It's gonna be the eyebrow, the hairline, eyes, nose, and the mouth. Then I'm gonna be placing a pattern for the ear in this side, and that's it. That's the first part. And then we need to draw our jawline. So there's no easy way for us to draw a jawline because some people might find it hard. But you need to visualize someone's face. It's like you're drawing letter L. Like that. Now there you have a jawline. I'm gonna use the circle for the chin as a pattern. I'm gonna also use pala a few spheres in the eyes to set as a reminder. Then draw the shape. Draw this kind of line, and then the shape of our face is completed for the pattern. So let us proceed with the patterns for the body. So let's start with a line on the neck, and then visualize your neck. How would it look like? Then the center of our body, we're gonna draw a line for the center of a body. The shapes that I usually use for these patterns are quadrilateral shapes for the body, and since this character is a female, we're gonna add some extensions here on the chest. Should be like this. If we need to add more shapes in the arms to have a better reminder, let's do it like this. Just visualize your arms and draw some lines like that. So now for the lower part, we're gonna limit the line up to here, then draw some lines over here. This will serve as the V line. Then circles for the knees as a reminder. Then another line for the last part of the legs, and then Usually for the feet, I draw a triangle as a reminder, because when you look at a foot in its front side, it usually looks like a triangle. Yeah. Now this another part of the foot is facing the side. So yeah. So this tutorial pala is not exactly for beginners, because I've had experience on drawing traditionally in a paper. I'm just doing it digitally. What I'm gonna do right now is a long hair. I'm gonna draw. Actually, I have no patterns for the hair. I just draw it however I visualize it. So yeah, it's gonna be a hard part. I usually study for this part of a character design, the hair. Now let's proceed on the raw sketch on the head. So I'm gonna lower the opacity of this layer so that it will be easier for us to draw on the next layer. I usually start with the nose when drawing a face. So like, for this part, I'm not gonna be able to discuss some details on how to draw the nose, because I'm not an expert and I don't know to give advices. So I'm just gonna draw a raw sketch of a nose. Then proceed with the mouth. So there, let's lower the opacity of this layer so that we'll be able to proceed to our detailing na. Actually, I'm only using one kind of pen in this. I'm only using one kind of pen in this section. I'm only using the G pen because it gives me a little challenge, and I love challenges. So here we go. I won't be talking too much in this part because I need to focus on detailing. So what I'm doing right now, I'm usually using this kind of shape to emphasize the nose. That's what I usually do in sketching. Oh, her forearms are too short on this one, so I'm gonna extend it and add another pattern for the hand. So right now I think I'm gonna proceed on this part of the hand. She's doing it like her hand should be like this, but it's facing down. So what I usually do in the pattern of a hand, wait, let's remove this one first. Let's focus on the patterns. I think I'll draw a circle in here. This will be this part. What I'm gonna draw here is this part, these two, right there. And then yeah, I'm good. Wait, I'm gonna draw joints for the fingers because it's pretty hard. I mean really hard. There. It's gonna be the thumb. Oh my gosh, I'm doing this too long. and my brother's gonna be home anytime soon, and I don't want anyone in my room while I'm filming this kind of video. So yeah, I need to hurry. But my advice for every artist in there is not to hurry when doing an art, because art takes time. Remember that. I advise everyone for this part to draw this quadrilateral shape, then try to draw some lines for the fingers because it's what it usually looks like. I think this hand is too small. No, it's perfect. And then another joint for the guideline on the thumb there, and then proceed. Now, before we proceed on the detailing of the legs, let us first add some details on her costume. So, gonna be like the leather stitches. Now, one of the hardest parts in detailing the legs is the knees, because as you can see from the real life knees of a human, it looks kinda complicated and tangled or whatever. So I just want everyone to imagine how a knee would look like so that they can successfully draw a knee. Remember this part. Always never forget this part. This one in our foot. I don't remember what it was called, but when drawing a character and you're gonna draw his or her foot, please don't forget to include this. It gives a lot more detail and realism to the illustration. There. Imagine how a foot would look like if it's on the ground. Like that. There you have it. Oh no. A line art sketch of a female character design. So just remember all the things that I've told. You should divide the process into 3 sections if this kind of output is what you're going to, just like what I'm doing. Remember the 3 sections, which are the pattern, which uses shapes and lines, the raw sketch, which is a detailed sketch of the overall drawing, but it's just a sketch, it's a raw sketch, and it's not needed for the main output. And lastly is the detail. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned a lot from it, even though I didn't learn anything from myself. So I'm just inform you guys some ideas and tips according to my own perspective. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you. Peace out.